Hello TTI family! Today we're heading to Thionville to watch Florian and his father pull off something seriously impressive. Building La Maison d'Agonet from the ground up without blowing the budget. Or their sanity. Then came the big moment. The concrete mixer truck rolled in like the VIP guest of honor. The footings were poured, setting the tone for the entire build. Once cured, the slow but satisfying rise of the structure began. The Crawlspace walls were built using 20 centimeters hollow concrete blocks, each one carefully laid in mortar and obsessively checked for level and alignment. This whole adventure literally started underground. In a place like Thionville, where the weather swings from chilly to soggy without apology, the foundation isn't just important, it's everything. If you don't get the base right, the house might start doing yoga poses you never approved of. Florian's goal? A €70,000 home built to RT 2012 standards that can stand strong against time, rain, and winter frost. Armed with modest construction experience and a dad who clearly knows his way around a job site, Florian kicked things off with a precise site layout. No guessing. No, that looks about right. Just careful measuring and marking, because concrete does not forgive mistakes. If a block dared lean even slightly, it was corrected immediately. To tie everything together, a concrete chain beam was installed across the top course. Steel reinforcement bars were placed into U-shaped blocks and filled with concrete, locking the structure together horizontally. It's basically the house equivalent of tightening your belt before a big meal. As the slab cured beneath his boots, Florian moved from groundwork to vertical construction. Reinforcement bars were integrated to strengthen the walls, because strength isn't optional here. Waterproofing was also applied along the lower walls early on, sealing the structure against future moisture drama. Instead of cutting timber for a traditional roof frame, Florian chose prefabricated industrial trusses. Smart move. Faster installation, consistent quality, and fewer headaches. Along the base of the exterior walls, a high-density polyethylene dimpled membrane was installed to protect against moisture intrusion. With the trusses anchored and braced, roof completion moved quickly. Edge detailing defined the overhangs and transitions, giving the structure its clean outline. A breathable HPV underlayment membrane was rolled out next, letting interior humidity escape while blocking external moisture. Then came the wooden battens, forming the grid that would hold the roof tiles. Starting from the bottom edge upward, each tile was hooked into place and staggered for overlap. Ridge tiles were installed using a dry fix system. No messy mortar needed. The result is a crisp, modern roof with classic lines. Finally, attention shifted to the windows. Openings were cleaned and trimmed with precision. Wooden shuttering frames were placed beneath each opening, and semi-dry concrete was poured to form solid window sills. Step by step, father and son turned raw materials into something real. Not just a house, but proof that determination, skill, and teamwork can build more than walls. Florian begins by marking precise spots on the concrete and drilling pilot holes for the brackets that will secure the window frames. No eyeballing it. Concrete doesn't care about optimism. Alright, now we're officially past the giant concrete shell stage, and entering the phase where the house starts looking less like a bunker and more like a place humans might actually live. Soon, a large PVC door frame is carefully positioned into the block opening and anchored with steel fasteners. And just like that, daylight stops barging in through rough masonry gaps and starts behaving itself through proper frames. With the openings secured, it's finally time to give the exterior some personality. The facade painting begins, which is basically the house's glow-up moment. Inside, things get technical. Florian and his father shift their focus to insulation and electrical installations. Up in the attic, beneath the exposed wooden trusses, they install suspension hangers that will support the future ceiling. A bright white reflective membrane, Isover Vario Extra Safe, is stretched beneath the insulation layer and stapled neatly into place. Every seam is sealed with specialized tape, and little grommets are added anywhere a cable sneaks through. Think of it as wrapping the house in a very serious, very organized winter jacket. Next comes what looks like a spaghetti festival. Flexible conduits and pre-wired cable loops are routed carefully through the ceiling space. Once the electrical groundwork is done, drywall panels are lifted and screwed overhead. Not glamorous, but absolutely essential. Leaning against the walls are thick yellow rolls of Isover glass wool insulation, labeled R32, meaning they offer solid thermal resistance. These rolls will create a cozy barrier before being covered with plasterboard for a double layer of thermal comfort. To protect the insulation and create clean interior walls, Florian installs a galvanized steel framing system. Vertical studs and horizontal rails are fixed to the floor and ceiling, forming a sturdy skeleton. This metal structure creates a small cavity between the masonry and plasterboard, perfect for hiding cables and pipes while improving thermal continuity. Basically, it's the house's secret storage system for all the stuff you don't want to see. Meanwhile, the electrical system moves into full swing, one of the most coordinated parts of the build. Now, cables are pulled through from centralized junction boxes to the main distribution board near the entrance. Separate circuits for lighting and outlets keep everything organized and safe. No mystery wires here. Drywall panels are then hoisted into place and secured with quick thread screws. Each panel is aligned carefully, with joints staggered to avoid weak spots. Even though these interior walls don't hold up the roof, they're crucial for shaping rooms and organizing space. Mineral wool insulation, usually around 45 millimeters thick, is tucked inside to improve soundproofing and thermal balance between rooms. Steel tracks are fixed to the concrete slab and ceiling framing, vertical studs spaced about 60 centimeters apart for rigidity. Then, attention shifts downward. Over the concrete subfloor, they lay rigid polyurethane insulation boards with aluminum foil facing. These panels lock together neatly to prevent thermal bridging, because heat escaping through the floor is just rude. Once insulated, they pour a liquid self-leveling screed across the surface. It spreads out smoothly, finding its own level, like it has better balance than most of us. With all walls erected, the final step is finishing, carefully applying joint compound over seams and screw heads. It's meticulous work, the kind that separates DIY project from, wow, that looks professional. Next, drywall finishing. After sanding, so much sanding, Florian rolls on primer to seal the drywall and make sure the paint doesn't soak in unevenly. It's basically skincare for walls. Finally, the flooring begins. When laying laminate planks, one rule reigns supreme. Leave room to breathe. Around the edges, small expansion gaps of about 10 to 12 millimeters are intentionally left between the flooring and the walls. Why? Because floors, like people, react to temperature and humidity. After drying, the transformation is immediate. While the floors cure, work continues outside. Metal fence posts are anchored firmly into the ground at measured intervals. Meanwhile, attention shifts to exterior plumbing, an underrated hero of modern living. Trenches are dug for underground pipes, carefully sloped to ensure proper drainage. Wastewater lines are routed from key collection points toward the main sewer or septic connection. Rainwater management is integrated to prevent soggy surprises during heavy storms. Outdoor taps and irrigation connections are installed too, because watering plants with a bucket is charming exactly once. Finally, the ventilation system for the boiler room is completed, ensuring safe airflow and proper operation. From the first trench carved into the soil to the final polished tile, every step reflects thoughtful planning and restraint. This isn't a flashy mansion built for show. It's a practical, efficient home built with intention. Clean lines, smart choices, no unnecessary extravagance. It's the kind of house that doesn't scream for attention. It simply stands solid and confident, quietly proving that doing things right never goes out of style.